With the unbearable weight of massive talent, currently set to make roughly $7 billion internationally in theaters this summer. Will there be anything left for the rest of them? Let's find out.
Hello, sorry. I'm thinking so hard that my hair is blown away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's What the Show. We're talking summer box office preview. We're talking about movies on this show.
We are.
Movies.
Yeah, we don't even...
Movies.
I don't understand any of that.
All
I don't understand any of that.
of the projected box office this summer, but incorrectly. Stay tuned because I've got some great thoughts here for you.
Excellent. Yeah, how was everyone's week? What'd y'all do this week?
I worked a lot, and my car broke down.
Oh,
Nice.
shoot. Dude,
Yes.
that sucks.
Yeah.
You ever been on the road and your blinkers stop working?
Yeah.
That's what happened to me.
It was your blinkers.
My blinkers.
It pretty much was this whole dashboard.
My whole dashboard crashed out.
Oh,
So yeah, that was fun.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, my car broke down, my blinkers stopped working. These are not the same.
No, like my whole dashboard stopped working. So no radio, no blinkers, no speedometer, anything like that. Yeah, all
I think this is like some grandpa logic here. I think my grandfather never used his blinkers while driving because he didn't want to like wear them out or have the light
The bulb.
go out. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just won't use them
So
at
you
all.
just never use them, so they
Yeah.
never go out. Well, what does it matter if you don't use them? You know what? I love Grandpa.
It's
That's
awesome.
great.
James, what do you think?
I don't understand any of that.
Oh, we have
amazing.
a guest.
We do.
Oh, that's
We have a
told you
surprise
I
guest.
You have a surprise guest this evening.
Oh, wow.
You know, we kind of have a theme going so far this month. Last week we had his co-host. This week,
Does this mean we can't no longer look at the two heads here?
I know.
Probably
not.
I'm a little bit sad about that aspect
Gosh,
of
dang
it.
it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, bring him
Buddies,
on. Our
my
homie.
pals.
Our brother from another mother. Our homie. Bring him on.
Hi,
There he
How
is.
you doing tonight, man?
doing good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, like how do we not do this stream without you? Like I feel like this is like your wheelhouse right now.
Oh yeah.
Also, Juice has some beef with you apparently, and I really wanted to watch this happen live.
Oh yeah. What's this?
Would you like to
Say
air
it
your
to his
grievances
face.
before
Do
we
it.
start getting into box office predictions?
Well, the beef is less with Chance, to be fair.
All right, that is
Just the
fair.
scenario how it played
It
out.
says now they can see your face.
Yeah, right? Likely
All right.
story.
So about 3 or so weeks ago, we were on, I forget if we were on a stream. I forget what we were on.
Mhm.
We were all like on a video chat or something together. Fantastic Four DVD gets brought up. And I say, let's ship this to Mike and Bethany. Ship this DVD. I will pay for the postage. So I Venmo'd Chance money to ship it.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, but here's the thing. They can't know who it's from. It's got to be completely like anonymous so that they just have this like suspense.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
That's
You
what you
should
did.
be-
So you did that.
I did that.
You did
I
that.
followed the instructions. I didn't even put my home address on
Right.
the return label.
Which is perfect. However, this gets ruined by a tweet
Yep.
When PJ Campbell
Yeah.
takes credit immediately for it.
Like within 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes.
Within
In 2 minutes.
And the whole thing's ruined. The whole bit of like, we got this mysterious Fantastic Four package. We don't know what's wrong.
Can I tell
You
you all the full
what?
story here?
This is good. This is good.
Yeah.
So we go to I go check the mail because my friend had texted me that she had sent me a birthday card. So I go check the mail and I get very excited.
Worst friend ever.
When I see that there's a package, so I'm like, ooh, package. So then I say it says to recipient from sender. And I'm like, oh, this is 100% junk mail. And I'm like, man, how disappointing that like they're sending packages now. Because usually it's a letter, you know what I mean? So I'm like, what could they have possibly sent? So in our mail room, because you know we live in a complex, right? So in our mail room there's a garbage can. So if I find like junk mail, I would just throw it in there. So I'm like, I'm just gonna open this up in the mail room because it's probably junk mail, but it is a package. So like, let me just double check before I throw it out, you know? Because again, it's just like very anonymous and vague. So I open it up, and the first thing that pops out is the like, watch this or else. And so I'm immediately like, okay, wait a minute. This is like a real thing and not, you know, like a fake thing. So then I pull out the Fantastic Four DVD. So then I look at the like package again and I'm like, who is this like from so I'm like, okay, Texas. So immediately my head goes to Danny because she's the only person I can think of that lives in Texas. But I'm like, Danny wouldn't send this. So I'm like, who else could this be from? So I'm at our mailbox location. Mike's come back, you know, front to Mike. And so the entire time I'm trying to suss it out. And I did actually land on chance, but I doubted myself. So I come in and I just go to Mike. I go, who did you piss off from El Paso, Texas? And he goes, why was it me?
Somebody
I
had taken a hit on
know
you.
it's you. And that's how it went. But yeah, for a hot second, I thought it was like fake mail. And I'm really happy I opened it and I didn't just automatically throw it away. Because we would have really missed out on such quality entertainment.
On the second worst Fantastic Four movie
ever made.
He's not wrong, actually.
I'm very excited to watch it. I mean, honestly, the most threatening yet also most exhilarating mail I've ever received in my life.
Oh, 100%.
Wait, you didn't find out about the anthrax yet.
That'll be next week.
Wait 2 weeks.
I assume from AJ. We'll probably be sending it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was a whole saga, but we had a good time. But yeah, PJ owned up to it real quick.
Like immediately, like I sent that tweet and it was less than 2 minutes, and he came up and like, oh well,
Literally,
Well-
I text Peter. I'm like, dude, bro, come on.
Yeah. Well, it was the thing is, this conversation was really chance. It was taking place in you two were at PJ's, but he was like organizing his Blu-ray shelf like on acid or something, and he was like upside down. So Chance and I were the ones like hashing this out, like, yeah, we got to do it, and then.
But yeah, I mean, have
That's
I
all
ever received greater mail? I don't know. Probably not.
we're gonna drunk review it.
Yeah,
We
it's
have
gonna
to.
happen.
I mean,
It's
there's
gonna
no way we
happen.
don't.
So everyone, get hyped.
So, Chance, have you watched this?
I have.
Oh, okay.
I did watch it before I sent it, just to make sure it worked.
Yeah, because like it's not an official.
And then I
DVD,
watched it
it's like a
again.
DVD.
Well, it's never been officially released. You can only get this via bootlegs.
It's very bootleg, but
It's
I also
definitely
love
bootleg.
how much it's in a very official case though. Even
No,
though
I do have to ask Chance, like, where did you find this? Like, who did you like? What black market did you find this on?
That was PJ's. PJ's has this like weird. I'm not sure where you find it. He has like a ton of bootleg DVDs. Like he has a bootleg of WandaVision, he has a bootleg of Falcon Winter Soldier. I like there are channels in which you can get these movies. I'm not sure where they are. I never tried it myself, but apparently you can do it. And the reason we were willing to send that one out, he just got a bootleg Blu-ray of the same movie. So we're just like, okay, we got an extra. What do we do with it?
But
That's fantastic, by the way. That's absolutely fantastic.
if it's already bootleg, can somebody put the Criterion logo in front of it, please?
They should.
So,
it's my favorite thing.
wow. That's
Wow.
so good.
I'd love to have JTE on the show again and talk about when he was like in Ecuador and he bought like bootleg.
Oh,
movies
yes.
all the time.
All the time. Like, just everything was bootleg.
Oh yeah.
So
There's no marked movies in Ecuador.
So,
That's true.
I, as a child, owned a bootleg copy of D2 The Mighty Ducks on VHS because...
But he also owned the novelization, which a dramatic reading will be coming soon.
yes,
That's a Mighty Ducks book.
I just purchased my copy of the novelization of DT the Mighty
$7
Ducks.
worth every penny. Baby.
$7.
And I think that this is going to be something that
I have a couple of spoilers from it. I won't bring them up.
Let me see.
but-
There was one when I last checked. There was one copy left. Let me see.
do it.
Amazon is
We
so
will own
confused.
all of them when this is said and done.
The analytics for Amazon, yeah, that's gonna be great.
Like, why are people purchasing novelization of D2?
D2. Can I just say,
I imagine like some like random Disney exec looking like, wait, we sold what?
copies of the do we need to put more of those on the shelves?
Produce.
This is the band now.
Young Mike Deacon was a nerd. He was reading a lot of novels.
Old Mike Deacon is a nerd.
Well, that's true.
I am.
Now, here's the thing. If you're watching this right now, if you're catching this on the replay, purchase a copy of the novelization of D2 The Mighty Ducks. We want this to be big enough. And I think that, honestly, big enough is like 50 copies. That a memo is passed to the desk
We
of
gotta make
Bob
more copies.
Chapek.
We gotta
Might
make more
just-
copies of this.
I might just steal it from the library.
That's fair.
I like
They
it.
have it.
I'm sure
Right.
they do.
So, the 2022 summer box office.
Yeah. Yeah, we're here tonight. Before we preview the box office, would you like to pimp out our charity of the month? Andrew?
Yeah, we're every single dollar going to streamlabs.com/whattheshow is going to the Ukrainian Women's Fund. So women's specific needs attacking Ukraine from a charity that's been in there for over 20 years. So it's something that really important for us to support, something that, unlike a lot of the major umbrellas, that they've really been established, that they're anchored, that they're rooted, that they work on a more person-to-person level, supplementing women's needs. So streamlabs.com/whattheshow/tip, or just look up the Ukrainian Women's Fund and do a donation like on your own time. We love to use our platform for any sort of a good cause that we get. So yeah, guys, any donations to the channel, if you have anything that you want to joke around with us, any of your picks for the summer box office preview, just send them in and we'll talk about it.
Billy in the chat with some fighting words against Mighty Ducks 2. I will not stand for that slander. It's a great tweet and introduces us to one of the best characters ever, Dwayne Robertson.
Dwayne Robertson.
But yeah,
Which
we're
one was
about
he?
to dive into the box office. Again, I'd like to really state
Thank you.
yeehaw!
Yeah.
If you're looking for terrible predictions, please look no further than my list. But we're
Right
gonna try.
here.
We're certainly gonna try.
All right, so like we really haven't discussed this off air, so I figured let's get everybody to do like 2 or 3 honorable mentions first
I
thing.
wasn't
Oh,
prepared
gosh.
for that.
Oh,
What are we doing? Hang on.
I have
okay.
I
one
am
honorable
The movies that
mention.
just missed the
All
list.
right.
I messed up and I didn't put Elvis on my top 10, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Elvis.
Okay.
1 second. I didn't do any prep.
Like the
Summer movies of 2022.
2 or 3 movies
How many?
that just missed the top 10.
How many are we picking for our actual list?
Yeah,
10.
We're doing 10.
10?
The
we're doing
actual
10.
list.
So like 2 to 3 that like just missed the list.
Okay.
Elvis.
I have 1.
I need to make my
have
list
two.
quick.
I'm
I have
going
3.
with Elvis.
I have 3.
I have 2.
Yeah,
So,
let's go back. and
honorable
check.
mentions for me, and we'll do the thing if somebody else has it on your list, just punch and like we'll talk about it for whoever has it highest on their list as a group. So honorable mentions for me
Hold
are
on.
going to be Chance. Hi, Chance.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Okay.
So honorable mentions for me are going to be Bob's Burgers and
Mm.
Downton Abbey.
Both are. That's two of my three.
Bob's Burgers is a good pick for honorable mentions.
Yep.
So
That's two of my three. I had three that I put on my honorable mention. Who I think if any of these three got into the top 10, no surprise. Bob's Burgers, Downton Abbey, and Bullet Train. Those are my three that are.
Bullet Train. That's good.
Bullet Train looks sick. Nobody's gonna go see
That's
it.
my
but it
three
looks
that if they showed up in the 10 won't shock me, but the just outside.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Are we starting from May? So like Doctor Strange counts and all that stuff?
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
Okay, perfect.
through Labor Day. Basically.
First weekend of May through Labor Day weekend. Why the hell is PJ Campbell?
Hello,
Hi, PJ.
It's a PJ. Oh look, if
Gotta
it
get the guy,
isn't all
gotta
the
get the guy who
people
has actual beef with.
responsible for sending us Fantastic Four.
I said my part.
Did you have a top 10 box office predictions, or are we just?
I don't.
I don't, but we're here to hang out and have a good time.
We're here to have a good
And
time.
I know PJ can formulate this really quick. So,
I have faith in you. Mine's not going to
This
be
is for the summer, right? Or
Yeah.
is this for you?
Yep.
so like
First
from Doctor
weekend of May.
Strange to Labor Day.
Yeah, so we are starting it at the beginning of May through Labor Day.
And it's international box
Pounds.
office.
Yes.
Wait, international? But at least domestic.
Well, yeah, I thought we were doing
Okay, if it's
thought we were
domestic,
doing
I guess
Oh yeah,
it's
because
a couple-
international and domestic is two
Yeah,
very
no,
different things.
so-
Domestic
domestic.
completely
Domestic.
blows. That completely blows up my list. 'Cause-
Domestic.
but-
Domestic.
Domestic.
Domestic?
Okay.
Okay.
So we can all agree that
So-
Doctor Strange is 100% going to be the #1 domestic movie of the summer, right?
I
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
go that far.
We're,
It's not
we'll
my
get
number
to
one.
it. We're
I
starting
do
at
not
10.
have number one.
I do not have a number one, but it is up high.
I'm curious as to what you guys would have above it.
You're
Yeah.
about to find
Well,
out.
that's what the
Stay
show
tuned
is.
today,
I-
and
Spoiler alert.
Well,
Thank
what
you,
the show
thank you,
said
Juice.
the
I'm
name of
really
the-
glad to have your, really great.
That's the thing that we do.
That's why we're doing this.
I really
This
like
is
that
fun.
This
adding
comes-
another screen.
This
gave
comes from
us
someone
more
that's
of a
making their
fantastic-
list right now.
That's fantastic.
Why did
Yes,
I'm just
fun.
noticing that the lady who plays Sue looks a lot like Bethany in this moment. Other than, I'm just saying,
Other than the
the red to the blonde, but
yeah,
like,
that's true. If we had the same color hair,
yeah,
we were killing it.
You could have been Sue Storm.
No, I could have been
Saying.
Sue Storm if I just would have been born blonde.
I mean, she's
I
still
mean,
could be.
in
Oh,
that
yes.
in that movie, I could have been Sue Storm.
No, you would have been the mole man. You would have been the
I would
mole.
have been or Mole Man.
Yikes. Can we talk about the fact that the mole man is actually in that movie? By the way, wow.
And now we almost got him again in Fantastic.
Yeah,
All right, so PJ, like just outside of the 10, what do you have?
He
thinking
hasn't
about it
even
right
told me
now.
he's 10.
I mean, I'm doing this a little bit on the fly. I think that on the outside of the 10, I think Bob's Burgers is going to eke its way through. That show is apparently very popular with people who are not me.
That's
So-
the hardest one to predict for me. I'm like, that movie could make 10 million or 200 million, and
Do
I
we
don't
have
know.
an entire stream of people who have not watched Bob's Burgers? Because same, but yeah, everyone else seems to love
Oh,
it.
I love that show.
I
Okay,
enjoy
so
it, but I have not
just
watched it in 3 years.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. It's not something I tend to keep up with, but I know it's popular. It has like comics and just like such a big fan base, it seems like. So Bob's Burgers is going to float the outside top 10, I think.
Just outside is kind of where I think it's going.
Yeah.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Also, both Chance and PJ, because you weren't backstage, you didn't get to weigh in on this, but when we were backstage, this has nothing to do with the summer box office, but would you, I was asking for support and love in supporting me in dressing up as Nicole Kidman from the AMC ads for Make It Come, because I'm thinking of doing it.
I mean, I think you absolutely have to do
And
that.
I will just go around and only quote what she says, and I'll be like, heartbreak feels good in a con like this, you know? Like, I think it'll be a great time. So,
I think you should absolutely do that.
Heartbreak feels good here. Yes, for sure.
well, now that I know that I have the
But
support
you
of everyone,
gotta have Mike like rig like a screen to his chest, and like have him just like play the most random movies.
And on that screen is
I'm
the
into this
clip of
idea.
Lady Gaga getting railed and how
No, but on that screen, you're playing the Fantastic Four '90s movie on a nonstop loop.
Yes, correct.
it feels good in a place like this. And
You know what? I really wish that we could rent out the loft now, Chance. Because if we rented out the loft, I would take
could watch
Fantastic Four and we could go watch it.
We'll be the only people to see it in the theater.
Correct.
Only people in history to watch it in the theater.
You know, I respect it.
All right. What about Elvis? What do we have with where is everyone?
Okay, so I forgot to put it in my top
I have
10.
Elvis in my 10. I do have it in my
I
10.
put
Elvis
it
is in
honorable
my 10.
mentions. I think
Okay.
it'll do well, but I just there's so many movies that it couldn't fit in my
Well,
top 10.
let's jump right into it. 'Cause that is my number 10. That
I don't get honorable mentions. Okay.
Okay, what's your honorable mentions, Chance? Is it Bob's Burgers?
It's not though. I that's a good one, but no, the one I'll throw out there that hasn't been mentioned yet, the Black Phone. I think
That's
that
what I was just
horror
thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
horror does really well.
Okay, yeah.
I think there's a clear cut horror winner, which is what I like Black Phone, Firestarter, and Downton Abbey are the one to throw out there. But I think Black Phone had the best shots, especially if it's good, which it looks like it will be. I think that again, given the landscape of the box office, it's a little harder for a horror movie to break out. And if it's going to be a horror movie to break out, it's a clear one. It's going to be. But if Black Phone makes like a 10, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, especially with Scott Derrickson directing it and Ethan Hawke coming off of being so people are loving him in Moon Knight. Like, regardless of your feelings, he's one of the most talked about things about the show. So
yeah,
We're supposed to have feelings about him. Okay.
His acting.
I mean, yeah.
I need
There's a feeling about every character.
Okay. I thought about his, okay. So are we at 10 now? Should we do 10?
Yeah.
Are we
okay.
officially at our
Well,
10?
because Mike said it, because my 10 is also Elvis.
So Chance and
Elvis.
Mike are both Elvis.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's a very fair
You-
pick. I
what
could
you got for you?
100% see that.
I don't have a
You
10.
You
Yeah.
don't have a 10? Say Elvis.
Elvis. Elvis is my 10.
So the thing with Elvis is the only way that Elvis could be more of a mess if it's like Elvis himself.
Is
and
it
they
Baz
just
Luhrmann
drove-
made it? Oh, wait.
Yeah, the movie looks like a total mess. The only way it could be more of a mess is if they stole the script from Get On Up and just did their version.
Which is probably what they're doing.
I'm here for
Well,
whatever Tom Hanks is doing in this movie. That's all I know.
No,
I don't know about
you mean
Yes.
I didn't know. I didn't know Ira Goldfinger was his manager. Thank you, Baz Luhrmann, for educating
I'll
me. But no,
I know people
That's
who
the only
are
time anyone has ever said thanks, Baz Luhrmann.
so I'm hopeful. I don't trust Baz Luhrmann for literally anything.
Right.
Nothing.
Anything ever.
absolutely fucking nothing.
But Elvis as Tom Hanks as the Colonel.
That is the thing
That's
that
the
I
reason.
want to see.
That's the reason I'm going to see this.
I mean, am I going to see it? Probably. Am I going to like it?
Well-
Probably not. But
What
we'll
and
see.
what I will say is, when I saw the trailer, my first thought was this feels like Bohemian Rhapsody 2.0, which I don't like the movie, but it made money.
Right.
And I feel
I
like
don't know, I don't
I
know.
don't
Love the
think-
movie, but love the performance.
I
Wait, what?
actually. I wonder if it is though, because the truth is like Bohemian Rhapsody was made by people who clearly wanted a very specific version of that story told, which is one that was not controversial. And this one out the gate is already like the main character is the Colonel,
Yeah.
who is literally the villain of the movie and Elvis's life, and they're like leading with that, which makes me think that they're trying to tell a very different story, which will
There
make
might be something to it.
yeah.
And
I think it's gonna have a little more bite.
I also don't think that Elvis has the brand recognition the Queen does, but I still think it'll do well enough to crack a 10 spot.
Yeah, I think he's still fucking popular. Like, I mean, he's Elvis Presley. You know, like he transcended just music. He acted. He did all sorts of stuff that left him like imprinted, and we're still talking about his performances and his music, and people are still doing covers of it.
But also his music was covers. So
Well, yes, we agree,
there's
but
the
you know.
difference between
I mean, it
Freddie
is the
and-
biggest case of cultural appropriation in history.
Yeah,
Literally.
the big case between Freddie Mercury and Elvis is people still love Freddie Mercury for like
people
let's
still
call
love
it what it
Elvis.
is.
People love Elvis. People
Yeah,
do
People
love
love
Elvis.
Elvis.
Some
We
people
cannot
do.
pretend people don't love Elvis. Like we can change lots of narratives. We cannot start pretending people don't like Elvis, even though we can also admit that he clearly culturally appropriated all of his music.
Yes.
True.
Hey,
So
but look, they're
I'm
including
joking, but he's
all the
good
black
place.
people he ripped off. So that's good for that. Good job, movie.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
All right, so everyone who
Hey.
did not pick Elvis.
Yeah, AJ, what was your pick for 10?
My pick was Elvis.
Oh, your pick was
Okay,
Elvis?
so you're
Oh, do we all
Am I
go?
the only person who didn't
four,
pick Elvis?
4 out of 5 did not pick Elvis. Picked Elvis.
I went ahead and went with Downton Abbey just because it is an established
Amazing.
franchise. old ladies need something to go enjoy this summer. There's not a lot for them.
Elvis.
And well, Elvis, that is true. It does kind of actually have like a little bit of a crossover market.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I just think that, obviously, I think thinking of the pandemic, I think this summer, at least hopefully, cross my fingers, is the first time that the older generation might feel a little bit more comfortable. And you had big hits, obviously, with Spider-Man. Everyone's been talking about, the box office, how it's been rebounding since the pandemic. I think this summer might be the first time that all generations kind of hopefully feel more comfortable going out to the theaters. And because of that, I had to go with Downton. It's a beloved series. The first movie did pretty well. I think this one has a chance of cracking the top 10 just because it has that name recognition. Again, I can just see your Red Hat societies all getting together. I already have plans to go see it with, Aunt Joanne and my mother-in-law, probably with my mom as well. I love Downton Abbey. So yeah, I think it has a chance. I do think Elvis also has a chance. So it was very hard, but I don't know, just to be different. I went ahead and decided.
I think that's the safe choice, actually.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
For 10, like 8 through 10, like the three of them, I was very unsure. Like 1 through 7, I have very definite choices. 8 through 10.
Well, that's where box competitions they are made and broken on those 7 to 10 picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
those will make or break your predictions.
It becomes how well do you think the audience is actually going to react to these things, and you're putting yourself out there to be like, I think the audience might go just this way, and it can either bite you in the ass, or come out on top.
It's the same thing with the technical categories or the live action, documentaries, shorts, the Oscars. Those will make or break your predictions. Same thing with here.
So that brings me to my number 9, which I think is one that I'm very confident in being in the 9-10 space. And that is something that probably people have a little bit higher. The Rise of Gru.
I do have that higher. I definitely have that
higher.
I would have it higher.
So we're gonna punt. We're gonna punt and talk about Rise of Gru when we have it to the highest place. But before we do, I think that I have 5 animated movies on this list, and
I have
it is
3.
I think
5.
I have 3.
5 is pricey.
Yeah, I have
3. 5 is pricey.
2, 3,
There's
4.
a lot
Sorry, I
of
have 4.
animated films coming
I have
out.
4.
I feel like there's only 2 that I feel
Alright.
would make.
So I'm going to throw my number 9 out. And see, I think this one might be maybe common. I'm putting number 9, Nope.
Same. I have Nope.
I have that higher.
I have it higher.
Okay.
What
think-
was it? Sorry.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. I have a higher.
Oh, higher.
Okay.
All right.
I had it
Higher,
lower.
sorry.
I had it lower than I had it for international, but I have it pretty high. But yeah, punt.
Well, let's talk about Nope. This movie is going to be a hit. There's zero doubt in my mind this movie's going to be a hit.
Actually, you know what? we can talk about no because I do think I only have that a spot higher. That's my 8. So
Okay, I have it higher than 8.
That's actually my it's my 8 as well.
I have it higher than 8.
Shit.
Nope is going to be a hit. There's zero doubt in my mind this is going to be a hit. I don't know how it's going to hit internationally, but domestic is what we're talking about. But just based on the success of Get Out and Us, yeah. This is going to be a hit. There's no doubt this is going to be a hit.
Well, both his last 2 were just shy of 200 million domestic.
Yeah.
So if they can hit that mark again,
yeah,
I think that's a definite 8 to 7 spot.
Yeah.
Right.
I also think in the modern age we are in now, where it's people are really into horror, and Jordan Peele is one of the biggest things in horror right now. I think it's a pretty good solid lock for the top 10.
And not just that, I would say that one of the big things, at least in the way I look at it, because I would probably put it at 8 or 9 also, is that I think I would have actually thought it would have been 10 and would have done a little lower, not coming out of the pandemic, because I would have thought that Us was liked, but it didn't seem as beloved as Get Out. It seemed a little more divisive. So audiences might have been well, I don't know, man. They turned on M. Night real quick, it's very similar sort of thing. But now we're looking at a box office summer full of things that are suddenly very comforting. We're seeing the stuff that people really care about popping off. Batman, Spider-Man, that stuff matters. It does well. And so his name being attached to a horror film that kind of lit up the Super Bowl, trailer wise.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
I mean,
the
for
eight-
sure it's making top 10. Where
Yeah.
exactly? it
Where?
was
Yeah. Like,
to be
And
determined.
Like,
by the
there's
time we
no-
get to where I have Nope, if you guys agree that it could be higher than any of the other movies that you've listed, that's why I want to see what the metric is.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fair with that. Like,
Given the marketing for Nope, which has been phenomenal. Okay.
I think.
Yeah, and they're really trying to push this movie.
Yeah, they are. Nope. I think 8 or
What is
9
the-
for me.
What
seems
is the
realistic.
rating on it? Is it R?
It's R.
it'll
I
be
believe
R.
it's R.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
the
assuming it's R.
only thing that makes me feel like it's the lower half because
It's the
obviously
only.
you
It's the
alienate
only
some of
top
your
10 movie
audience.
for me that's R.
Yeah. Okay. I was pretty sure it was R, but then I wasn't positive. That's the only reason I went about 9. I would have gone a little higher, but I know obviously the R rating can hurt it sometimes.
Why
Okay,
am
so-
I just finding out there's a direct-to-video Eraser prequel thing coming out this summer?
Why am I just finding that out? What is what's our number 8s?
Wait, I didn't do my
I
9.
didn't get my 9 yet.
AJ,
Yeah, those who.
Well, I
Yeah,
thought you were-
you're talking no. Who
I thought-
has other
Okay,
things
we
for
need more
not?
structure. We need more structure with this.
Yeah, let's go in
yeah,
like
yeah,
a circle.
AJ, structure the show.
Well,
Those who didn't say no.
y'all are okay. So let's actually So Juice 9.
9. I'm going with something I'm verifying is being released in the summer. It was on the list I was. But I'm pretty sure it is. Anyways, bodies.
Really?
I just discovered this like 15 seconds ago, but
bodies.
I don't know.
Okay,
But it's
so
got a
anyway.
horror. It's a horror movie. Those make a lot of money, and it has Pete Davidson in it. And he's got something.
Flawless logic.
People are gonna go. It's got great reviews out of like one of them Sundance things or whatever, and I'm pretty sure this movie will make some money.
Okay, I'll talk about
okay
this
with
one
that.
because like
I'm
Bodies
interested.
actually this is one of my most anticipated of the summer. I think with the box office for an A24 film is really hard to gauge because it can capture critics and capture like cinephiles. General audiences can be either way because like Green Knight, which is a fantastic film, didn't really do big at the box office.
But this is a slasher. This is not a.
Right. I think that if I was going to bet on an A24 film to break it big at the box office this summer, I'd actually bet on Men, Alex Garland's Men instead. But I would love it if Bodies made it top 10.
I think you.
Bodies.
You throw this. The trailer up. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure
When
it's.
Juice is right, we're all gonna be like, "Damn it, we should have."
it's a-
You throw some those trailers up to some college towns. Everyone in that city is going to see Bodies.
Scheduled for wide release. So this is if
I
this
think it is
does
actually.
I think it will be like they may not have
expanded.
fully.
I think it is. Yeah, or what I saw.
A24 starts small and
The branch out.
a lot of the time.
Okay, so let's start working in a circle.
Okay.
For 8.
And if
Wait,
you
we're still
have
on 9, right?
I'm not
What's that?
like I haven't got my 9 yet.
No, I
AJ.
said yeah.
Jesus
Or
Christ,
TJ,
kids!
I think technically.
Okay.
What? It's not my fault. The white man keeps skipping me.
Like you didn't skip two.
listen, a lot of chaos happened. Chance 9, go.
Not.
That's massive. My number 9's Bullet Train.
Hey, that's my number 9.
Okay.
Punt.
Okay.
Punting.
So
I don't
Punting.
know.
I have it higher.
okay.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Alright.
Juice, you're really fucking shooting for the stars, aren't you?
Listen, when
No,
you
we-
said
I
we're all gonna
Hey,
feel
I
like
got a
we're
difference.
I don't think
Okay.
it's a 9.
Hunting needs to start working, but not after I've totally silenced Chance 7 times because Chance, thoughts.
Okay.
We'll be
Well,
watching it soon and doing a drunk review. Don't you worry.
On Bullet Train, we're not going to wait till Juice gets to his, or
Okay, so
Well,
we're
you
going
can share
number
your
8.
thoughts. I'll share my thoughts.
okay.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
here's what I'll say. David Leitch, his last 2 movies broke top 10. I know they have more brand recognition, which is why I have them on the lower end. But I think it's Sony behind this, right?
No, yes.
I think it is Sony.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it is Sony. Let me look. I'm gonna look.
Double check. Well, whoever it is,
Research
they're
that.
really pushing the marketing for this. I've seen that trailer in front of a lot of stuff, and I think that if it's good and the word of mouth is solid, I think it's coming out like late June, mid-July, which is a perfect spot for it. If it comes out, word of mouth is good, and you have that bankability like people like Brad Pitt's, I think that it could easily make a top 10 at the 9 spots.
And I would say that him coming off of that Lost City movie with
He was
Sandra Bullock,
so
who's
good
also
in that, by the way.
and
He was.
yeah, exactly. And people were like, "Man, he was really fun." They like seeing Brad Pitt have fun.
We wanted more. I wanted
Yeah.
more Pitt in that.
If
And it
that-
is Columbia, by the way.
If that ends up being the best
Columbia.
post-credit
Okay,
scene,
so does Sony.
Yeah, you're right.
if Lost City ends up having the best post-credit scene in any movie this year, I will not be surprised.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
I
good.
will be. I'll be very surprised.
But
Yeah.
so
good.
So going to number 8, so we're going to start working in a circle. We're going to bring some order to this show. Let's go. My number 8 is Paws of Fury.
Interesting.
I had that like
Nope.
at 15 or so. So
Absolutely fucking not.
Well, here's the thing. I when I went and saw Sonic 2 this week, I thought
Yep.
I based this kind of off of audience reaction because I laughed, parents laughed, kids laughed, and that's enough that it's going to be, I think, something that this could be a good emerging IP, and fucking Samuel L. Jackson is a cat. Let's go. So,
There is so much animated this summer. There's so many
Yeah.
family films that it's
Which I
competitive.
think that's the problem. I think because there are a lot of bigger animated movies coming out.
Yeah.
I
Now,
think
but
that's one of the ones going to get pushed out.
Yeah, I agree.
now,
I felt-
talk to me about this real quick. If you are a parent, do you take your kid to see the Minions for the 15th fucking time, or do you take your kids to see Samuel L. Jackson as a cat?
You take them to the Minions because they
Taking the
clearly,
Minions.
yeah, you
They
take
clearly
them.
want to go see Minions.
Yeah, that's like
They're
kid-
gonna be happy with the colors and the laughs and the goofy. There's farts. This movie looks delightful.
Minions got that
I mean,
name
look-
recognition though.
And we're not
Yeah.
saying that the movie doesn't look delightful. It's just that the box
I mean,
office.
I'll
really
say it
spoke.
doesn't look. I'll say it doesn't look delightful.
Kids,
But-
But-
I would like to lead for the choice. So
that's-
I actually know nothing about this book at all, but it's going to be Where the Crawdads Sing is
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be number. Yep, that's where I'm going with right now
With
because
I have that a little higher.
that's literally
Really?
bestseller
Yeah.
book and like
Bitches
everything
seem
I've
pumped
seen.
for this.
No,
I didn't
that's
hear you. What was it?
with-
Bitches are-
Bitches are pumped.
Listen,
Yeah.
Swifties releasing a new song for it. It's a big deal. Reese
Yeah, the
Witherspoon
Swifties are going to show up. The
is
Swifties are going to
producing.
show up.
You never doubt two
We thought-
people in this world.
we-
Reese
we thought
Witherspoon and
they-
Taylor Swift.
Hey, I trust Taylor for cats. Look what happened.
I
Here's the
still
crazy
don't know
thing, like,
what this
True.
is.
This
What are
this
we
would
talking-
be like I think in most years would be like a top 3 movie book based on the movies that
Really?
I have to put
Top
above
3
it.
is a bit much.
Like
I think-
this would be a huge movie, but there's so many ones that are going to go above it. But
I am
This
repeating
has to be on
myself.
my list.
What was it?
Where the Crawdads Sing.
Oh, where the
We got this
crawdads
one.
sing.
I'm gonna go ahead and just
That
tell
one.
them right now. I have that at 7, so I have it a hair higher. My 8, since I guess I'm next up in the circle, is gonna be DC the Super Pets movie because again we have to start getting.
that's
into the
going to be
animated
way
ones.
higher than 8.
Punt. Yeah,
I'm
punt.
putting it- Listen,
Oh, I didn't know about
Way
this one.
this market is oversaturated this summer. Okay, there's so many animated.
your
We've
number-
got a Pixar film. We've got Minions. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that poor little Super Pets is gonna get a little overshadowed by those two. So I have
You have
Super
Keanu
Pets
Reeves
at
as
8,
Batman.
and then I have Where the Crawdads Sing at 7, which I know we're not on 7 yet, but just because you already mentioned it, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's where I have it. Okay, those are my thoughts. Juice.
All right, I didn't know about this superhero pets movie, but that's all right. I had Nope, so we already talked about it. I don't have anything to add. I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
and
it,
I
but-
had Nope at 8 as well,
Yeah,
so we can
so-
keep going.
PJ.
My number 8 is or my number 9 is Bullet Train. Or are we on 8?
What's
We're
your
on
Right.
8.
Oh,
We're on 8. Okay,
Now we're
perfect.
on 8.
Go to 8.
Nope.
Go to 8.
Nope is my number 8.
Okay, so move on. We're good.
Okay.
Go 7.
Okay,
Go
you know
7.
AJ.
So my 7 is DC Super Pets. League of Super
Hey.
Pets.
I
have
got that higher.
So okay, higher. Okay,
Please,
sweet.
Yeah, I have
Next.
that. So.
I know
Alright,
we
so-
are 7, 8. So Mike has the same thing.
I have it at 7. Yeah, I had
Okay.
I had it at 7 as well.
I have
So I got a little higher.
Crawdads at 7. I think again, I'm just looking at a lot of the films that we have this summer, and it's a little something different. It's based on a beloved book, like I said. Reese Witherspoon is producing the new Tay-Tay. That trailer came out. The circles that
I don't think women are gonna be like, oh my god, Reese Witherspoon produced it. Let's go.
I'm just saying,
Well, they could see her name and like.
her name is on the trailer. I think
Trying to confuse me, thinking she's in the movie, maybe.
programming. It's something.
I'm
a little bit
changing
different.
my 7. I'm changing my 7.
Okay, go ahead.
Marcel the Shell with shoes on.
Okay.
I forgot that came out this summer. I thought it was fall.
Good luck, AJ.
I like it.
It's going to be our Greatest Showman box office track.
You think that Marcel the Shell with shoes on? That's what you're putting in your mind. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, Chance. Thank you.
Don't get me wrong. I'm very much looking forward to.
Yeah,
Marcel the
that
Shell
movie
with
looks
shoes on,
delightful.
but it looks
but-
delightful. No
it does,
fucking
it
way
does.
it makes top
It's
10.
not to make money.
That thing's not top 20 for the summer.
You
Well,
don't know,
that'd
baby. Juice, what's
AJ,
your
I
number
love
7?
you rooting for the stars.
My number
I
7.
love it.
7, I'm going with the Rise of Gru. That's what it's called. That's
Yeah.
the mini movie.
I got it a little higher.
Perfect.
That's my next spot actually, but I'll go to my 7 first.
I got
My 7, and this is gonna hurt my soul because I think this is where it stops. I got Top Gun Maverick.
No.
All right,
Ooh,
Chance.
I got that a little higher.
Chance,
I got it a little higher.
Much higher.
We're not much
Really?
higher. 7, I have
Look,
the DC superhero pet.
You already said that.
you already said that.
7.
This show has no structure. PJ, who's actually next, can you tell us what your number 7 is?
In hindsight, as we keep talking about everything, I'm gonna say Minions is my 7. I'm gonna have DC Super Pets right above it. I think that Super Pets might actually overtake
Wow.
Minions. I think the cast is ridiculous, and Dwayne Johnson's presence on social media, Kevin Hart's presence, the Keanu Reeves of it all, like the cast is so stacked. I think parents are going to want to go because it's going to be fun for them, but I think kids are also going to love it. It looks really flashy. It looks really fun. I think it's going to do really well.
All right, so
Nice.
So that's my 7 and 6. So we can go back to AJ after Chance the next time.
AJ?
No, Chance.
yes,
Okay, sorry, you're 7 again?
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, okay, so you lost.
People clearly got that higher, but
yeah.
I'll
I
explain
don't
why
have
in
it
a
much
second.
higher, but I do have it higher, yes.
I'll explain why.
So-
Look, let them be happier than it being top 5. I'll explain why later.
Oh, I'm sure it will end up being lower. I don't know why
Once
I have
again,
it
this
so
is
high.
all domestic picks. This is all domestic.
I know.
picks.
Even domestic, I don't think it'll crack top 5.
So 6 for me, domestic, not international, is Lightyear.
Oh no! Fuck that.
Wow.
Okay, bold choice.
Okay, proceed.
Proceed.
Next
Okay,
choice.
so I'm guessing this is a punt. Mike?
Yeah.
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 Punt that way into the
Mike,
future.
what's your number 6?
My number 6 is Top Gun Maverick.
So you and Chance are pretty close.
Okay, so
Yeah.
pretty close.
I have. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, well, actually, yes. My most anticipated movie of the year. I know it's not going to make the box office, but that's my number 1.
It is one of mine. If not my number 1, it's like my number 3 or 4, because I've been excited for so long. My
Yeah.
thing with Top Gun is I feel like it'll get. I don't think it has the brand recognition some of the other things that have above it have.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna
too
get.
long.
It's
Too
gonna
long.
get that same crowd as. It's gonna get that same crowd like Skyscraper, or like a Fast and Furious movie, where it's like people want to see an action movie, but it's not gonna get across that top 5. I don't think. I would love it if it did, because I think it's gonna be awesome. I think that movie's gonna change the world,
I think
but I don't think it'll get there.
it'll get a lot of people. Like the 80s are so extremely popular right now. It will get a lot of the.
No, it's not going to flop.
No, it's definitely not gonna
Okay,
fly.
wow.
It's gonna get the parents
It's-
taking their kids to see it.
Yeah.
Now
type of thing.
it's gonna get the gay community. They're all gonna turn out to get tickets because they want to see what their favorite action movie.
Top Gun is to make like 150 million opening weekend. Like it should. Like honestly, it should.
It should.
And that's why I have it higher. Let's go. Who's next?
Number six.
Yes.
I'm
How
next. I'm going with Minions: Rise of Gru.
That's
we're going
6.
domestic here.
6.
I think.
Oh, I
that,
had that. This is the same spot. Same thing.
I think that
Nice,
it's
nice.
still fairly popular in the States. It has that name recognition. I do think most of its box office will come from international. I think it soured a little bit in the States, the love for the Minions, but I think it has enough recognition to put it to 6. Juice?
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Follow up on that.
yeah,
yes.
yeah, they're two. Yeah, they're two.
Yeah.
Juice.
I had it already, so you
Okay,
say what you got to say.
Before
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
had
we
that
solidify
five,
this, are you guys saying that Jean-Claude Van Damme will have a part in the number 6 movie in this year's summer box office?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying
And
that.
he's lucky to
Then
be
you are
that high.
bigger on him than the man who calls The Quest one of
Can
his top
someone
100 favorite movies.
freaking block Matt in the chat? He's just talking nonsense.
But anyways, on.
Top Gun is
Oh.
overrated. Bite your
We're
tongue.
not gonna
Yeah.
block
Take
anybody.
my
We can put people on timeout.
No. You
Listen,
blocked
no
that.
one comes and disrespects Kenny Loggins.
Thank
Matt.
you. Thank you.
We're gonna
Matt,
get there.
Matt. Hold on. Stop. Just stop everything. Matt. Delete yourself. Just delete your fucking self.
I love you.
He's in
Matt.
timeout.
You're in
He's in
timeout.
He deserves timeout.
So
I hope they cancel Bel Air.
Ooh, shots fired.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, I can't say that, but you could say that, but I don't agree.
All right, but anyways, on the subject of Minions, I think that Bethany's kind of right. I think the U.S. audience kind of souring on Minions.
Mhm.
'Cause, like,
Well, yeah.
3 didn't do as well as the previous ones. It still made money.
But
Didn't do as well.
Minions make like $1 billion?
It did. But I think that the time and plus with the fact that there are bigger properties for families out there. I think this is gonna like drag Minions down.
I would love nothing more. That's why I had Super Pets above it.
So
Like that was my thought, was that one might eke it out. I will say though, I wonder if people even remember it's coming out, because remember they started marketing this pre-pandemic,
Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
and it's been on
Yeah.
the shelf ever since.
Which
so
is why it's number 9. Sorry.
So I'm gonna do a swap. I'm actually nothing's more popular than superheroes, and I didn't know this was a movie until we started making our lists. So I'm gonna swap out Rise of Minions for DC League of Super Pets as my number 7.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a
Really?
way better movie too.
But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not
It's
gonna
gonna
make
be
as
great.
much money as Bullet Train, number 6. David Leitch, we love David Leitch, hometown boy in Kohler. He grew up literally over there, like 10 minutes away. David Leitch, he's a great friend of my friend's dad. They text him all the time. He says Brad Pitt smells really bad, but he still likes working with him. So
I don't believe that
This
for
is
a
gonna-
second.
no, he does. Brad Pitt smells like a sewer.
He does not bathe.
So, but this is going to be an incredible movie. I don't even know what it's about, but David Leitch, there's bullets, there's trains, there's Brad Pitt. It's going to be awesome. And everyone in Kohler is going to see it. So, I don't know what else you need.
That alone pushed it over
Oh,
the
the-
edge.
They're seeing it. We're good.
The
Yeah, there's
Kohler
like 300 people that live there.
That's a big audience right there.
Okay, so 6. We had a Gru. We have PJ and
PJ, what was your 6?
Is the Super Pets.
Super
Super
bad.
Pets.
I
Okay.
just think
Okay.
Super Pets is taking it.
Heard.
Okay.
I feel like that's a very fair. I can see that.
Yeah.
Again, I'm
And,
not good at predicting things, so I can see you being
and-
right.
Chance. You had Rise of Gru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need
So-
my emotional support record.
I'm gonna start playing Take My Breath Away on guitar.
1, 2,
Over
Keep
there.
in
I
mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is domestic.
Listen, if you don't love Danger Zone, you're wrong in life.
Yes.
That's all I have to say.
Danger Zone. But so keep
Number
in mind,
5,
this is
AJ,
domestic
you wanna hit us up?
box office.
Yes, we know.
domestic.
We know.
So my number 8 international is my number 5,
Okay. I was like, what?
and that is Jordan Peele's Nope.
Okay.
Oh, that's pricey.
That's,
It'll do well, but
VP
5 is pricey.
This is going to be. Keep in mind,
Okay.
I am not super hot on what this box office is going to be. I think it's probably a $300 million movie domestic. Tops.
Really? So you think it's gonna do nearly double what his last 2 movies did?
His last 2 were about 2.
No, his last 2 were just under 2.
So we're about 2.
Well, 170. So we want to split hairs.
And yeah, this is a bigger movie. It's had a bigger marketing budget. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the number 5 movie. I think it's gonna have a lot of repeat business because we can talk about like Black Phone, we can talk about fucking Firestarter, I guess, but like it's going to be something where it's
What's your beef with Firestarter?
God, he's back again. Someone blocked the other account.
All right, so we're going to 5. We're going to 5.
this is,
Mr. Ozma, that is what AJ is talking about right now.
That's a hood move. That's a hood
this
move.
This is a horror drought of a summer. There's not a lot of horror coming out this summer, and it's a perfect time for Nope to come out and
Nope's 9.
crack top 5.
I just love that Chance is not holding his emotional support.
All right.
Yeah, I have some top
Can I go
slander.
5?
I need some
5.
help.
Yeah, that's what we're at.
Yes, 5. Go ahead.
Rise of Gru. Number 5.
Okay.
Too high.
All right, that's a choice. I'm going with the emotional support album. We're going right into the motherfucking danger zone.
Same. Yep.
I
My
hope so.
5 as well.
I look. Nothing made me happier. Nothing made me happier me being top 5. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't think it will. I don't think it will, but I'm still thinking it.
People have been waiting. It's nostalgia. It's comfort. It's it's good and it has a good word of mouth. Yeah.
Like
I had it for number 5 international. I have it higher domestic because America.
Yeah, America. Fuck yeah.
Top Gun.
The Imperials.
Chance, what's your 5?
Chance, 5.
My 5 is I'm actually with the same minus PJ. I have Beasts of League of Super Pets. I think that's going to overtake Minions in terms of box office because and here's the thing. My first initial thought was like, oh yeah, Minions is gonna be higher. But then I thought about it. What are 2 things kids love more than Minions?
Yep.
Batman.
Dogs and Batman.
Yep.
That's what this movie's got. Dogs
And not just that.
and Batman.
And what do adults love? Keanu Reeves,
The Rock,
Kevin Hart, and The Rock. Are you kidding? Of course this movie's going to make money.
I think that star power is going to elevate it to top 5. Plus, the brand of DC is going to get it up there.
And everyone who ever wanted to see Keanu Reeves as Batman is finally getting that chance because that was like a campaign for a while. So
I was part of that campaign.
Yeah, we did. We did forget
didn't pass enough
went
pamphlets
to DC movies this year, so maybe we should have all put that higher. Those DC fanboys, they don't mess around.
Could you imagine like Keanu
if it was
Reeves
Zack
in
Snyder
like
Super Pets, then yeah, those
Dark
Yeah.
Knight Returns? Like I think I'm thinking I'm back. Anyways,
PJ, what's your number 5?
Top Gun. I was with whoever else had Top Gun.
Yeah, I had Top Gun. Me and Juice. Yeah.
Again, I hope you're right. I hope you all are right.
I just think in a world
like I want you all
right.
right. I want you all right.
Listen, we are going to the danger zone.
That's the movie I want to succeed most.
guys, we're going to the ship, okay? It's going to be okay.
It's all gonna be
PJ, I hope you're right.
No,
All right, so 4.
no, I have it much higher.
Really?
Yes.
AJ, I hope you're right.
I hope you're right. I want to know where it's land. I hope you're right.
So is it time for number 4?
4.
Number 4.
Yeah, do it. Do it up.
Number 4.
I'm gonna leave.
Wait, no, we're going in a circle. I don't understand what you don't understand about the structure. PJ, take it away.
The only reason I've been going first is so we can just keep it organized because this has been off the fucking rails. Number 4 is Jurassic World. Jurassic World.
Oh, look at that volleyball scene.
So wrong.
Look at that volleyball scene. Tell me you don't want that in your top 5. Okay, sorry.
AJ,
Oh, I do.
I got a 1 slot higher.
I have that.
I do
It's
too.
not higher than you. It's not the one you have it at. I'm going number 4. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Me too.
Out of your
What the
mind.
fuck?
Too
What
low.
the fuck is wrong with you, Mike?
Too low.
You dummy. You
No,
no.
hold on.
No.
Hold on. Here's the reason. Unless it's like a massive phenomenon, the first Marvel movie out of the gates isn't always a guarantee for number 1. And I feel
Coming
like
up-
there is another Marvel movie this summer that
Yes,
has more brand recognition that will do
Yes.
better.
and there
But-
are 2
but-
other movies that are gonna exceed it.
But coming off of Spider-Man, which just blew everyone's minds, which was a multiverse film featuring Doctor Strange as like the second support. Come on, man! Like
I
and
agree, but I
Swift.
think
Oh.
Spider-Man's going to give
And
him a
a
boost,
6
but
month
not enough to ride all the way to the top.
6
4
month
is
Yeah.
the number.
Yeah, I got 4 too.
4
You
is the number.
I have, this might be a little controversial, but again, I just think that the animated field is so saturated this summer. There's a lot more competition than usual.
Oh shit! I didn't see that you did
I
this.
have Lightyear at number 4.
That's my number
Higher up.
4.
Higher
I
up.
think it's going to do very, very well, but I think it is going to, because it has a lot more competition than in another summer where it might just take it all the way. I think as far as, family films go, I think 4 sounds about right for me.
I would raise it.
Lightyear is
I'm
going to
raising
get
it.
so because I don't think DC Super Pets is going to get like a ton of people in our age going by themselves. Lightyear will.
I will go see
I
it.
want to go see Lightyear. Not in a million years am I going to go by myself to go see
I'll-
DC
I
Super
will go
Pets.
see both of them.
But I'll go see
I will.
Lightyear.
I got
I will see
Lightyear.
Oh, I know
Super
you
Pets
will.
before.
You will.
I got Lightyear 3.
Just I would have 2 years ago, but today I'm very selective with the movies I go
Oh,
see.
fair.
2 years
I-
from now,
I-
you would.
I hope 2 years from now I would, but where I am in life right now, I only have so much time for the movies. Unfortunately, I want that to change. But Lightyear's one I strongly would like to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
100%.
Lightyear is
Go
going to be a massive success.
Wait,
There's
what was-
no way it's
What
not.
was your number 4, Juice? I'm sorry.
That's Lightyear.
Here.
Lightyear. Oh, so we're the same. Number 4
So-
is Lightyear.
Yep.
PJ.
What did you have coming in at number 4?
Doctor Strange. I already talked about it.
My man.
And
YJ.
PJ, what do you have?
Lightyear.
All right. Hey, I'm in
Okay,
good
okay.
company. I've got a couple
So,
other people with me.
I
Lightyear.
Lightyear.
I feel good
Lightyear
about
3.
it. All right. So Mike's already done his 3. AJ, what's your 3 then?
My 3 is it's my number 2 most anticipated, and that is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I got that.
I
I got that a little higher.
yeah,
I have that higher as well.
You already did your 3, so I'll do my 3. Going off what PJ said, which is the only reason why I put this above Lightyear, to be honest, is what I'm calling the Spider-Man bump. I went ahead and put Doctor Strange as number 3. Personally, I did not go see the original Doctor Strange in theaters, and I see most Marvel movies in theaters, but it interested me not at all. I inevitably watched it at home. I then loved WandaVision, which will kind of play into this. What If looks like it might be playing into it a little bit. Obviously, Spider-Man, which is a phenomenon, is going to play into it. So you do have a lot of different areas that may have grasped, if you had people that are fans of the Disney Plus shows, if you had people that are just fans of Marvel, it is the first one out of the gate. It is going to have that Spider-Man bump, so I went ahead and did Doctor Strange, because I will be going and seeing this one in theaters, because I'm invested now, thanks to those other things.
And me.
And don't forget, man, we're also getting the first X-Men character in the MCU in this movie, and that matters.
Yeah.
I mean,
True.
that's a huge deal. People, that whole Patrick Stewart of it all.
no matter how that
he
happens,
said it. He
if
said it wasn't
there's-
him. He doesn't know who Doctor Strange is.
If there's more, or if there's mutants, and if there's not, it still makes something it's pretty big.
Yeah.
So 3s. Let's keep on going with 3s.
Juice?
So, jeez.
So this is where I'm going. Jurassic Park. I think the return.
I got
of
there.
the-
I got there too. That's my 3.
3. Yeah, I think the return of the cast will actually help a lot. And you've got this is the fan base for these films is incredible. Obviously proven with Jurassic World making so much money as it did, but like a lot of the friends that I have are absolutely stoked for this movie. I've never been an insanely massive Jurassic Park fan, or like franchise fan, but like a lot of the people that I know day to day are very looking forward to this. So I do think the general public is ready.
And I think that both the Jurassic World films were either one or top 3 of their respective summers. So I think this is an easy top 3. It could be 2, but I think that their movies are going to push it out of the top 2. But yeah, I think 3 is a safe landing spot for it because people love dinosaurs. No matter how bad Fallen Kingdom was, it made money. So.
You mean the best sequel since the original?
No, I mean, arguably the worst one. Thank God.
Absolute.
Thank God, Lost World exists.
Dude, the Lost World is the worst.
Lost World sucks, but Fallen Kingdom sucks too.
Alan.
Hey, so
hey, listen, I don't hate Jurassic Park 3. Okay, don't just
Jurassic Park 3
not that
fucking
bad.
ruled.
It's not that bad.
I kind of like Jurassic Park 3.
Jurassic Park 3 is a perfect B monster movie in like a perfect monster movie universe of movies that were like, one is really great and classic. Then there was like the travesty of a sequel, and they were like, "Fuck it, make a B movie." It's great and it works.
I mean, like it's a waste of time, but it knows it's a waste of time.
Yeah, it's great. It's 10 out of 10. Velociraptor says Alan. I love it.
So I doubt anyone accept this, but
wait, PJ has to do his number 3.
Oh, Love and Thunder.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm realizing that I have to kick whatever my number 10 was out. I don't remember what it is now because I think I'm got 3 more movies. We're good.
Whatever Peter's number 10 was, we're kicking you out.
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't even remember
Elvis,
at this point.
maybe? I don't know. A lot of people said Elvis.
It's probably.
I think it was Elvis. Fuck Elvis. Out of the top 10.
Fuck Baz Luhrmann.
AJ, all right, we're getting down to the thick of it here. What's your number 2?
My number 2, and keep in mind that the only reason that I have this in front of Thor: Love and Thunder is because it's domestic box office, and I mean, besides the amazing visual effects, it's an American propaganda film. It's Top Gun Maverick.
You are high. You are high if you're going to be
my
top
most
2.
anticipated
Do you
film.
know?
No way.
Do you know how many
The Muffin
people
Man
who have not been back to the theater since COVID?
Do you know how many of those people?
Like, this is going to be. I mean, it's one of those things where you get in. It's 4 quadrant, but you're going to get back a lot of grandparents. You're going to see, like, when I saw Sonic 2, like, my thing that put this at number, like, where it is for me if I'm doing domestic, is the kids that were yelling, "Whoa!" watching the trailer. Like, this is an experience. This is a film experience that I think is going to be.
I love Top Gun.
I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah.
But no, absolutely fucking not.
That's ambitious.
Okay.
You know what? Shoot for the moon. I like it. You go up there. You'll land in the stars.
From May to June, May to September. May to September. Anything released between then, I think it's gonna be a top 10 movie of the year. Mm-hmm. So box office wise, and it's playing Top Gun Maverick.
No.
No.
I mean, I would love it if you're right. No fucking way.
We should all bet if AJ is right and this movie makes top 2. We all have to do something.
I'll throw money down.
Well, nobody else put it in the top 3. Can I get top 3?
Okay, that's fair.
Hey, I will. I'll bet you
top 3 domestic only. Anybody who goes
that doesn't make top 3.
Listen.
What's that?
$100 doesn't make top 3.
No, it's not a bet. If it makes over, if it makes in the top 3 domestic, anybody's going to Horror Nights the same weekend that I'm going to be there, you owe me a drink.
I'll get you a drink.
I'll do you better than that. If it makes the top,
If you lose, you buy us all drinks.
Yes.
I'll buy
All night.
all
Yeah.
round.
All night.
Yes.
I was gonna buy a round.
Damn
I
it.
like
Yeah,
it.
too.
In June.
If
No.
it-
Horror nights.
Horror nights. Juice.
Yeah, because
If
this
if it's in the top 3, I will record an audio book of D2 Mighty Ducks novelization.
Hell yeah. I love this.
Ken, we
If it's top 3, I will listen to Le'Veon Bell's mixtape on a live stream.
Oh my
I
God.
like all of these wagers we have going. Oh, wait,
Okay.
I have to do my scratch off, y'all. Should we see if I'm rich? Probably not. Anyways,
and
did you do your top 2 yet, Mike? See your top 2.
Someone check on Mike. He's got the giggles again.
no, here's the thing. Jerry Miller. Does that answer your question?
Wait, I know his number 2. It's Thor, right? Thor: Love and Thunder.
That's my 2, Mike.
yes. That's me too. Yes.
With
So real
that
quick.
said, my number 2. Everybody,
Oh.
comment with me now. Wait, go ahead.
I just want to say that. Well, that's a weird
Go
thing to
on.
follow this up with.
No, we're not
My
at
mom
number
has
1 yet. Jesus Christ, pay attention. We're all going. What do you not get about construction? We go around in a circle and we all
I
do
just-
things.
Thor.
No, we're not at that yet. Wait, no, you're right. You
So-
did. That's your number 2. Good job. Okay.
So, real quick on Top Gun. My mom and my brother both have not been to a movie theater since COVID. They're
Yeah.
coming back to a movie theater for this, and I think that's a huge
I
fucking
mean,
thing.
you know what? I like that. That's real
I
stuff.
like that.
Raw stuff.
It's some real
um,
stuff.
That is some real stuff right there. Slick
It's
stuff.
cool stuff, slick stuff.
Anyways, my number 2. Jesus Christ.
It's wiping down the walls between you and me.
Between you and me, AJ. My number 2, everybody comment with me. Do, 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 do,
Yeah,
do,
that's fair. That's a fair bet too.
do, do. Jurassic World. Yeah, it mostly because again, I think Fallen Kingdom was not good, but
It was bad. It was quite bad.
you got some OG cast. Jurassic Park / Worlds do really well. I think Goldblum is enough of a draw. I think getting the old gang back together is going to be enough of a draw. Plus all the kids that love the new Jurassic Worlds. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. Number 2.
Okay.
Going with
Like
it.
for me, I had it for number 2 international because it's going to play in China, and
Just love
one
China.
of the 2 Marvel movies probably aren't. I don't know which one.
There is the
and-
coolest looking ride in Beijing Universal. It's a Jurassic World ride, and there's a freaking Indominus Rex animatronic that mother effing chases you, and it looks so
What?
good. Anyways,
Yeah,
this is
it
gonna
looks
be fun.
amazing.
I really
So,
want to go on it.
I-
I'm kind of scared to go to China because, I feel like you can get thrown in jail really easily. But
Well, yeah, you just
ride
have to,
this ride.
yeah.
So,
But the thing is, I think that's going to be bigger internationally than it is domestic.
Absolutely. But
I was searching for this for like 5 minutes, but anyway.
yeah,
I still think it'll get top 3 like easy.
so true.
Movie.
So true. Let's
Who's next?
Juice.
Juice.
And I don't even know what a jabroni is.
So my 2 is Doctor Strange.
That is also my 2.
Yeah. So
What do you have at
Thanks.
1 then?
there's one
Never
above
mind,
it,
I'll get
but
Obviously, asshole. That's how lists work.
no, I would. I won't spoil. But of the 2 Marvel movies, I think this will make a lot of money. I think it's gonna be very close with the other one, but I do think there is some of that because, I think I look at my dad. He's not a Doctor Strange fan. Doctor Strange is very for the older gen. Some it's Doctor Strange never resonated with him, but Thor is just hit a commercial success that is beyond anything like that. So I think even though I think for all of us, because we know the ramifications of Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and all that stuff, we want to see what happens next. And everyone that's excited about that is going to see Thor. So and then a lot of other people I think will also see Thor. just because Thor's been so popular and Chris Hemsworth and everything. And then you've got just the people that are like, I don't know. Gas is expensive right now. I don't know if I want to go see Benedict Cumberbatch do weird stuff with his hands. I still don't understand what his powers are.
So what's your 2?
I don't know. So my 2 is Doctor Strange.
Because you're really arguing against Doctor Strange.
Yeah, you just argued super hard against Doctor Strange.
Well, I'm saying for Thor to be Thor to make more.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here and.
Oh, is Thor your 1?
For the rest
Thor's
of
my 1.
Oh,
So I think Thor. Yeah. So sorry. So I think Thor will make more. It's gonna make a ton of money, Doctor Strange, but I think Thor will make a little more, just from the people that are just still like, I don't really know what Doctor Strange is, and I'm still confused.
And I'll go off of that because Thor's my 2. I think that where Thor has the brand recognition and has Chris Hemsworth's abs, which that's really all you need to sell. It's really all you need to sell something. Look at Extraction if you want proof.
Abs and thunder. Let's go.
Yeah, abs and thunder. That's all you need. But also, I think that what people are sleeping on with Thor is the fact that I think it's going to do well with female audiences because we're getting Mighty Thor. We're getting Natalie Portman as the God of Thunder. So I think that's going to. It's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be like Wonder Woman, like 2017 again, where like Guardians of the Galaxy broke big and it was big for the longest time. Then you had Wonder Woman come in and snatch the top spot. I think it's gonna happen here. I think that Doctor Strange is gonna do great for a couple weeks, but it's gonna get that female audience boost for Thor: Love and Thunder. It's gonna take over as number 1 Marvel movie this summer.
I just can't bet against Strange being over Thor because of the Spider-Man stuff and the WandaVision stuff. Like, to your point, there's a whole female audience who's super stoked that Wanda Maximoff is getting to basically co-lead one of the MCU movies. She hasn't had a chance to do that yet. So I think that plays a part. And I think that people are sleeping on everything that we know. Like, again, the Charles Xavier of it all, who else is in that scene?
He said he's not in it, PJ.
But the thing is people that would like pay attention to that and be excited for that are going to go see the movie anyway.
Yeah, but like people like my parents, when my dad saw the trailer and he heard Xavier's voice, he went, "Wait, X-Men," and like he was very like, "Okay, now I want to go." And my dad's not like one of us, but he knows those characters because he's watched them. You know, like I think that you're really underestimating people in the general audience who just saw him in a Spider-Man movie that brought back characters that they knew, and that was literally like they talk about the multiverse in it, and then your next movie is literally Multiverse of Madness.
Right.
I think that crossover is a lot bigger than you're giving it credit for. I mean, how big is the MCU?
It wouldn't shock me. I think Thor is a safer bet in my.
So
eyes.
are we on to number ones?
Gut reaction.
Yeah,
we will be now. Yeah, but this was because
Okay,
Doctor
so
Strange
this is
was
my perfect segue for the number 1 movie of the summer. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Ding.
Now,
So we have AJ,
here's the thing.
AJ going Doctor Strange.
No, it was my number 2, but I'm agreeing with him putting it there. That was my number 2.
Now,
So
here's the factors that have not been discussed yet. So there's the hype. There's the fact that this is a 2 hour and 6 minute.
Yep.
This movie is 10 minutes shorter than fucking Ambulance. It's 10 minutes shorter than fucking Ambulance. And it's the most hyped movie probably since Infinity War and No Way Home. So you have those factors. That is something that just pours further and further gasoline on the fire for rewatchability, for multiple screen times, for packing out theaters, for how the box office works with actually packing out theaters and having multiple screen times and all that stuff. I think that this movie, because of its runtime, because of the fact that we're on a 6-month drought from the theaters, and the last time that we saw them for the MCU, and the last time that we saw the MCU, it was Spider-Man No Way Home. They did $1.9 billion internationally, but also, what is it? Is it 800 million? Is it 750 million domestic?
It's almost 800 domestic.
Yeah. So I think it's probably going to be about
numbers. What that is? Yes.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that level, but
Hard to beat that level.
you have the hype. You have the hype, and you can front load this. I think that's going to match, if not be. I'm going to say 230 opening. 230 opening weekend.
Opening.
Yes.
I think
What's Spider-Man
I
open
mean,
at?
What's that?
What's Spider-Man open at?
260.
It opened high, but I think this one's going to open north of 200, and I think that word of mouth, like good or bad, once people start talking about the things in the movie, regardless, I think it is
About
going
what
to also
fucking
pull other.
happened.
Yeah, like I think people are going to keep going. I think that people are going to. People love this multiverse thing because it's new to them in a property like this, and now getting to see a lot of the stuff they're seeing is just kind of cool. And I think that's going to drive a lot of the people who go.
Yeah, it's. I think that's going to be easily. I think it's probably going to be by my number 2 was Top Gun, and you guys don't believe in that. If you say 3 is, if you take my 3 for Thor: Love and Thunder, I think it's going to beat the domestic by probably 50 million.
We lost Mike, but he would be next up. So I will give his answer for him.
Do it.
He picked Jurassic World for his number 1, which I think is a bold. I get it, but I think it's a bold pick. But I also understand.
I'll fight for it.
Might also be bold, but obviously of all the movies you discussed, I think we all know where I'm going with this. Mine is going to be Thor. I went ahead and went with it just because, again, I do think Doctor Strange just comes out a little bit too early. It's going to have a lot of things to compete with. Thor, I just think he's had such an about face recently. He's become such a beloved character. You know, the first 2 films, he was a little bit more Shakespearean. Since Ragnarok, he's got to lighten up a little bit. Everybody loves Taika Waititi and what he did with the character, obviously, and I think they want more of that. And obviously, you know, with Endgame and other things. And then you do have some, you know, the trailer. I feel like, and again, I know this is very anecdotal evidence, so take it with a grain of salt, and all of this list that I've given is probably going to be wrong. But the trailer that dropped a few days ago for Thor, the amount of social media presence I saw, the amount of people at work being like, did you see that Thor trailer? Was so much more than when Doctor Strange's trailer came out. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and give Thor the top spot. I do think the fact that you have Jane Foster, you know, kind of take over. You have so many things. You have the Guardians, you have Thor, you have Taika coming back to Helmet. You have, you know, Jane Foster coming into her own. So I think, and especially after her absence in a lot of films, I think there are certain people that are going to be very excited to see her come back into the franchise. So I think because of that, it's just going to barely eke out and be the top spot. Juice?
Real quick, before we go into Juice, Bethany, take the reins for exactly, 90 seconds. I need to use the restrooms.
Oh, I need to use the restroom too, so perfect. Or we could just play this.
Hey, Jeff. James Remar here. Lord Raiden from Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Hey, pal, I am told that this is from, What the Show? And that you're a jabroni? Okay, man. Well, you got to put down the Appletini because the best Raiden said you got to do that, pal, because it is not weak to value life. You know, Shao Kahn and all those jerk-offs out there in Outworld, you know, you don't want nothing to do with those guys. So you're a jabroni. You got to put down the Appletini. And What the Show says you only watch a movie once in a calendar year because it's letterboxed. I don't understand any of that. But you know what? I'm coming to you from one of my favorite places in the world. It's Griffith Park here in Los Angeles, near Hollywood. And that's where I live. I work here too. All right, Jeff, you take care, pal. And, I guess your buddies love you over at What the Show, and I don't even know what a jabroni is. And, and Lord Raiden should know everything because he's the god of thunder. All right. From the best Lord Raiden, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, James Remar saying, Jeff, so long, pal. Put down the Appletini.
My favorite part.
Hey, Jeff. James Remar here.
Fucking stop playing it.
Yeah, I will never not laugh at the whole Appletini
It's
thing.
honestly so good.
My favorite part about that whole thing is the fact that he has the balls to call himself the best Raiden.
We did ask for that, in fairness, James.
Oh, you did? Okay.
But also, he probably knows it's true.
It wasn't, I don't know if it was the exact quote, but we did say that we wanted him to point out that he was the best Raiden or something along those lines. My favorite part is the...
Mike is still gone. Is he also using the restroom?
No, he's just going to be gone for the rest of the stream.
He's
just going to be gone.
He's had some fun tonight.
Yeah, he had some fun tonight. He is now in bed.
think that means he's using the restroom.
He's using the restroom for the rest of the stream.
Yes.
I also
Did he
want
wash his
everyone to
hands?
know the next time we're in the LA area, we're all going to purposely get a James Remar cameo because we know for a fact now that he pretty much films all of them at Griffith Park. If we do one, and then the next 24 hours or so, we just go to Griffith Park, chances are we'll see him. So everyone get excited. We're going to do a group meetup.
We're going to go hunt for James Remar.
I'm pretty sure if we gave James Remar $60, he would do a meet and greet with the group.
Yeah, he would just meet us up at Griffith, and that would be really great.
I would love that.
I love that guy.
I think, okay, we have our top 10 list. If you guys want to DM them to me, so we can just like put together a compilation, or if you just want
we're not gonna finish going.
We're not done yet.
We're not gonna finish going over our list.
I took a restroom break.
So you took a break.
All we did was we played the.
No.
Yeah, we played the James Remar.
So you didn't miss anything except for James Remar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
AJ hates everyone on this stream right now. He's like, these guys.
I won't. Yeah, I won't. I've already revealed. So Doctor Strange is my 2. I think Thor will beat it. I won't add anything to the discussion.
That's right.
I already said all I was going to say. So
I'm being bold. My number 1 pick. I think Lightyear is going to be the top movie this summer.
Bold choice, Cotton. Let's see if that's going to work out.
Yeah, bold. Yeah, it's a bold pick. But here's my reasoning for it.
Okay.
You made the drought argument for the MCU. You know what's had a longer drought for theaters than the MCU? Pixar. This will be the first Pixar movie we can see in theaters in over 2 years. Not to mention,
God, the average American is studying that.
Not to mention, like you're also using your most marketable character, maybe your most popular character. And the kicker for this one with me is a personal thing, but this showed me like what the audience, general audience thinks of it. Like Mike Kalinowski texted me when that first trailer dropped. He was like, "Holy shit, Lightyear looks fucking great!" And Mike is not a Pixar dude. He is not at all. The fact that it can get him showed me like, oh, it's gonna be a movie that has like a broader appeal. And the last big Pixar movie that came out during the summer was number 1. It was Incredibles 2. So I do think that Lightyear. I'm gonna go bold and say Lightyear's gonna be number 1.
It's a good.
I was like,
the reason.
That's a really bold choice. And then by the end of your pitch, you kind of sold me.
I respect your opinion.
And of course, you had the family argument. You know, you're selling 1 ticket, you're selling at least 2.
True, true.
And
I
agree with when you buy a ticket to something like that, you usually buy 2. And you know what else kids love? Dinosaurs. Everyone fucking loves dinosaurs. And not just do they love dinosaurs, they also love Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah, my 6-year-old nephew was like, "Oh my god, uncles, that's Sam Neill."
I said adults, not children. Everyone loves dinosaurs.
Okay,
Adults love.
Life finds a way, Chance.
Yeah, life finds a way, and people are like, this is the first time all 3 of these characters have been together in 30 years. Like, similar to what Bethany was talking about, of like people talking about that Thor trailer, that Jurassic World trailer, whether you like these movies or not, people got hyped, man. It was seeing those characters again. Everyone was sharing that trailer, and it seemed like even the people who don't necessarily love nostalgia even felt nostalgic for it, and it seemed to move something in them. Like, I think more than anything, having both versions of the cast together, but especially the original 3, I can't bet against it. I think that there's going to be something that drives that to that number 1 spot, because it's such a beloved franchise, and they're selling it as the big finale. So I think that also pushes people who might think we're never going to see the world again to go. It could be the last time you see a Amblin produced, dinosaur movie.
And
I'm always happy too if the summer ends and Disney isn't the one who rules the box office at the end.
Yeah.
Well, you just want Bob Chapek to lose.
I mean, we all want Bob Chapek to lose.
Which is fair.
True.
Which is fair, but come on. I'm not gonna rig against Buzz Lightyear. No, come on, son.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to be actually tracking the stats on these top 10 lists and doing a monthly update. So if everybody just wants to DM me your list, we're going to just I'm going to be comparing these
Try to
and
remember
doing
it.
stats.
He's just like shit.
I mean, you can't change it. It's all on record now.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm just trying to remember it in my head where
Where you
said.
put what?
Yeah.
I have mine written
Dude,
down, so
just
mine will be
send
easy.
me
Remember, I was
a
doing this on the
different
fly.
list. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. what the show where the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
Oh,
Legit.
Justin's already got his messaged in. I see. Attaboy
yeah.
juice. But yeah, except for the fact that if for some odd reason Top Gun cracks, y'all, I can't talk. Cracks the top 3. We will be buying AJ a drink. If not,
I'll buy a bottle of gin.
around. So
that
is, and
you don't have to buy me a bottle of gin.
That D2 audio thing.
And then Chance,
yeah.
If Lightyear's the #1 movie of the summer at Horror Nights, I will buy you pizza fries.
Okay, I didn't get them last time, so yeah, nice.
Yes, pizza fries. Listen, everyone. The most important thing is, as Nicole Kidman has once said, heartbreak feels good in a place.
Heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
So
I think that's a good place to end.
It's going to be another wonderful summer at the movies, and pizza fries and twisted taters make everything better.